Hey guys, Darth Vader here, and today we're going to be setting up the Guardian of the Grave. The Guardian of the Grave has a fairly easy setup process, and it should only take you from 5 to 10 minutes. The only things that you will be needing to set this thing up that are not included in the box would be 4 AA batteries and 1 Phillips head screwdriver. The things that you will be finding in this, the things that you will be finding in the box will be number 1, the head with clothing and the fog hose. You will also find the base with telescoping module and the instructions, which you will not need because you have this video. Then you also have the fog bracket and fog cord. Then you also have the 2 Tombstone halves and the Tombstone foot spikes and the Tombstone spikes that you will need to set up the Tombstone, that you will need to put the 2 halves together. Now the thing about this one, when it came in the mail, is that when I first opened it up, it didn't come with side spikes. It only came with the metal spike, the long metal spike, and the 2 foot spikes. So there's a simple solution to this. All I did was just take a wooden skewer and I broke it in half, and then I'm using the 2 halves as my side spikes. So that is everything that is in the box. And let's get into the actual setup process. So the Tombstone setup is a fairly easy setup process. All you gotta do is just take the bottom half, then you're gonna take the long metal spike, and you're gonna put it in the middle over here. Then you're gonna take the 2 side spikes and put them in the sides of the Tombstone. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the top half of the Tombstone, and then you're going to put it on the bottom half of the Tombstone, and be sure that you're careful when putting this on so that none of these spikes end up poking through the styrofoam over here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that quick. Alright, now that that is finished, we're going to be putting in the foot spikes. And if you're setting this up outdoors, then you're going to want to put in the foot spikes like this, so that the spike is perpendicular to the ground. If you're setting it up indoors, you're just going to put it in like that. And now the Tombstone setup is complete. Alright, now let's do the second part of the setup. What we're going to do first, for setting this part up, is we're going to take the module. We're going to take a look at the 2 grooves that are in the module. There's a large groove and a small groove. There should also be a large groove and a small groove in the base over here. You're going to match those grooves up, and then you're going to twist the module to lock it into place. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the D wire coming from the module and connect it to the D wire coming from the base. Alright, so now that that is done, we're going to move on to the third and last part of the setup. So now we're going to take a look at the neck and clothing. What we're going to do is we're going to look over here, and we're going to see that there is the neck pole over here, and there are 2 grooves in it. There is the large groove and the smaller groove. We're also going to look at the module, and we're going to see that there is also a large groove and a small groove over here. So we're going to match those grooves up, and then we're going to twist the head to lock it into place. There we go. Then do a small twist to lock it into place. Now we're going to put in the batteries. Okay, so I already put in the batteries, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take the E wire coming from the neck, and then we're going to connect it to the E wire coming from the telescoping module. There we go. And now it is connected. Now we're going to pull the clothing down. Do that real quick. Then we're going to turn on the Guardian until it is at its highest point. Okay, so I've already done that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to where the twist tie should be in the base. Okay, so there should be a small twist tie over here. This is what you're going to use to tie the fog hose to the base. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I already did that, and now what we're going to do is we are going to adjust the clothing a little bit to cover up the base and cover up the wires to make the animatronic look as realistic as possible. And go ahead and go on the face and then adjust the hood and the cloth that goes around the hood to make that look realistic as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this, and you can adjust this any way you want. I'm just going to do it just like this. Now, when it first came in the mail for me, it should be like this for you guys as well. The cloth was originally supposed to be hot glued to the chin over here, but I ended up tearing it off with the hot glue so I can adjust it a little bit more. And you don't have to do that. I'm just doing that because that's just what I want to do. But anyways, so that is pretty much it for the Guardian of the Grave. Now all we got to do is just put the tombstone in front of it, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, now all you got to do is just put the tombstone in front of the animatronic, and then take the Velcro on the sleeves and attach it to the Velcro that is on the hands on the tombstone. Do that for each sleeve. And now your animatronic, your Guardian of the Grave, is now complete. Now this is activated by any loud sound. It can be activated by a foot pad or a timer. Also, I think I forgot to mention that you can use a DC adapter to power this. You don't have to use batteries. You can use a DC adapter if you want to save money on batteries or anything like that. I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and turn them on. Alright, so that is the setup guide for your Guardian of the Grave. If you found this video informative, then please press the like button and subscribe, and also leave a comment down below, and also ring the bell for notifications so that you get notified for every video that I make. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later.